Word of the day. Be devoted to one another in love. Honor one another above yourselves. Romans chapter 12, verse 10. Hello, Flavor Family. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today I'm hitting you with this bomb pepper steak recipe I know you're gonna want to try. So if you want to see how you can recreate this, keep watching. But first and foremost, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to join the Flavor family. And without any further ado, come on, let's get cooking. Getting right to it, go grab your good virgin olive oil because that is what we are going to start with. I'm gonna drizzle that over my thinly sliced steak so that our seasonings can stick. And then I'm gonna hit this with some salt, black pepper, cornstarch, and also baking soda, as well as I will have all the ingredients and measurements that I'm using down in the description box below for you. Afterwards, I'm going to mix this all together, just ensuring that my meat is well coated. And then I'm going to cover this and set aside for 20 minutes just to let our steak tenderize a little bit and let those seasonings get to know your meat. After about 20 minutes, go ahead and heat your pan to medium high. Add in about 3 tablespoons of oil. And once that's nice and hot, go ahead and drop in your steak. Now, because these are thinly sliced pieces of meat, they're not going to take too long to cook, depending on how well done you like your meat. For me, my steak was done at about 5 to 7 minutes because I like my meat well done, okay? I don't eat raw meat, but if you like your steak medium rare, hey, do you, boo? But I'm going to go ahead and cook these through until they're nice and brown. It has some beautiful color like so, and then we're going to remove these and set them aside. Alright, so meat aside now, in the same pan I'm gonna drop in my minced garlic, and I let this cook while stirring it for about 40 to 60 seconds just to get it browned. Then I added in my roughly chopped yellow onion and just let this go for about a minute or a minute and a half. You don't want to cook your onions like all the way through. Just cook them until they're about turning translucent because you still want a little bit of that crunch in there. But afterwards, I'm going to bring back my cooked steak, add that to the pan, not leaving any juices left behind. Use it all, baby. Then add in your green onions and then give this a bit of a stir just to mix everything together. Next, I added in a tablespoon of cooking wine, gave it a stir, let it cook for 30 to 45 seconds before I added in my dark soy sauce, stirred it again to combine, and then waited 30-45 seconds before I added the next thing, which was my dark brown sugar, to add the slightest bit of sweetness, but mostly to start creating that kind of like savory sweet umami flavor. And then for some spice, I added in half of a habanero pepper that I roughly chopped. But if you don't want it spicy, you can always just leave out the pepper, but I'm a spicy gal, so I'm gonna add the pepper. But yes, I'm gonna go ahead and stir all this together, and we're gonna allow this to get to know each other. Everything that we've put in there so far, just let it get to know each other for about a minute. But don't like leave this and walk away. You do want to stir it because this is on medium high heat and you don't want anything to burn, baby. Okay, so final steps here. I'm gonna come in with my beef broth. Because I'm gonna eat this over rice, I want to create like a soup almost, if you want to call it that, Depending on how you serve this, you can make it as soupy or as not soupy as you want. I used about half a cup or maybe a little less of the broth. What I'm adding next here is 1/4 of a teaspoon of chicken bouillon powder and some water. I just mixed them together and added it in there just to boost the taste a little bit. I felt like it was lacking that extra you know what I mean? So pretty much at this point, I'm just adjusting to my taste preferences. I did go ahead and add in the other half of that habanero pepper because, child, I felt like it needed more spice. Now that's just my preference. You don't have to add it if you don't want to. Definitely cater to your taste. But yes, I added the peppers. I added a bit more green onions and gave it a stir. Let's wrap this up by making a slurry to thicken up our sauce. I didn't want this too thick, so I just mixed just a little bit of cornstarch and some water. And we're going to go ahead and pour that in there. Lastly, we are going to mix this very well to combine everything and just let it cook for an additional minute or so, just so everything can come together. Alright, flavor family, we have come to the end of the video. That is the whole recipe for you guys. If you did enjoy this video or any of my content, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. As well as, if you do try this recipe out, let me know what you think. Drop a comment down below. And until next time, I'll catch you on the next one. Mwah.